coming back from streaming after a very traumatic event that happened where my cat had passed away. Today, we're going to be discussing her and the memories I have of her and showing off some pictures and things like that. Um, Let me let you guys know I'm live. I'm sorry, I'm not smiling, I'm not happy. I did not expect this day to be so soon. I knew she was getting old, but I didn't realize she was getting old enough that she was about to die of old age. If I'd have known that, I would have never gone to my family outing last weekend, um, because I would have stayed home and been with her when she died, because that's the kind of bond we had. We were very, very close, and it's not the first time I've lost an animal, but it is the first time I've lost an animal that was living with me and everything. So yeah, it's been rough moving on without her. And there's a lot of things I wish I could do or say, or I wish I could have done to change things for her and be there for her, but the thing is, most cats like to die alone, unfortunately. Hey, Mango Ninja, welcome to the stream. I know it's not an exciting stream. I know it's kind of a sad stream. Um, but yeah, it's been a lot. It's been really hard, and I really like right now, like I do want to get a new cat eventually, but as of right now, I still need to get used to not having Luna around. Thank you, Oddball. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, it's been rough. It's been very rough. Let's see, what do I need to do? I need to go into Discord and get this pulled up. Okay. Now, pictures are going to be out of order. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Um, it is really hard when you lose a pet, and I don't think people realize how hard it can be. I had this cat since she was like 6 weeks old, and she would follow me everywhere. Everywhere. Well, I mean, once she got used to me. The first like 3 or 4 days, yeah, I know. The first like 3 or 4 days, she was like, I'm doing okay, Orville. I'm sure she is getting the best of pets and love. She was a sweet cat and everybody loved her. Um, and thank you, Orville. I'm doing okay. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's been hard. I came back to my house last night after being at my parents' house all weekend, all week, basically, because I didn't want to come back to the place that I found her dead. You know, she was laying she was laying peacefully, so she died in peace, thankfully, but it it was really hard for me to come back, and then when I did come back on Thursday after work, I couldn't sleep hardly at all because I'm used to her jumping up on the bed and curling up with me, and there was none of that. And there's been none of that, you know, um, while I'm in my house now because she's not here anymore. So, we're going to discuss some things. Yeah, I found her dead last weekend, Big Ree. I came back from my family's 4th of July and she was laying on my bed and uh dead, unfortunately. It's okay, Big Ree. Yes, I've I've cried all the tears I can. I'm at the point right now where I'm just kind of numb. She was like my daughter. Like I kid you not, she was like my daughter. Um so yeah, we're going to go into this um in a minute, I'm going to just get this started on TikTok so they can also grieve. I'm streaming on all the platforms that I normally stream on because everybody knew Luna. Anybody that was a part of this community knew Luna. So, so yeah, the sad news that Luna has passed away was really hard to share with everybody. And yeah, we've got a lot to discuss. I don't know how long this stream will be. I want you guys to feel free to share your memories too. Um, but we're going to start with when Luna was a kitten. And luckily I have everything pulled up, and honestly, I have pictures of her when she was a kitten. Um like a little kitten. And I'm glad to have these pictures. It's okay. It's okay, Frisk. I've been trying to work on being okay because yeah, it has been rough. It's been very rough. Let's get this pulled up. This was Luna the first day I met her. Very tiny kitten, and she had not liked me at all. She was hissing at me and everything, and then all of a sudden she was just laying in bed with me. And I took a picture, and she was like, "Why are you taking a picture of me?" And then whenever I tried to pet her, she hissed at me, of course, because when cats, join your family, it takes them a while to get accustomed. Yes, I would love to see pictures of Miko. So this was Luna as a little baby kitten. And then Nano also had some pictures of Luna when she was younger. Like this right here. Look at how scrawny she is. This is when she actually let me put a collar on her. Which, the reason Nano had some pictures of her as a kitten is because Nano was helping me litter box train her. This is my old apartment, too. This is my old apartment that I used to live in before I moved to where I am now. I know, she's totally not happy. Yeah, it's always going to be rough. Yeah, in the picture before. This is her as a kitten. These are all the pictures I have of her as a kitten. Um, she still looked the same, just a little bit smaller. And yeah, the picture I showed you where she was giving me the stink eye, that would be this one right here, where she finally decided to lay in my bed. She's like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking my picture?" Um, and this, of course, is the picture that I used for the title screen or the thumbnail. Um, but as you can see, she got comfortable real quick and started laying in my bed more often and things like that. So yeah, those are the 3 pictures that I have of her as a kitten, and then these are the pictures that Nano has of her as a kitten. This was before I even was streaming on YouTube. Aw, Ash has been a member for 40 months. Congratulations, Ash. But yeah, little bitty kitty. Always been petite. Always been petite. So anyway, we'll start with most recent photos. This right here. Yeah, Luna passed away, Yubi. She died last weekend while I was at my parents' house, or not at my parents' house, at my 4th of July celebration. Um, I came home to find her lying on the bed peacefully, but she was dead. Because when I saw her first, I thought she was just sleeping, and I called her name and she didn't respond. And then I was like, no way. And I walked in there and she didn't respond to me walking in there. And when I touched her, I knew. I knew she was dead. She was 10 years old, which is actually a lot older than most cats her age would be that did not get spayed. When they pass, a lot of cats that have not been spayed, because I didn't ever get to get her fixed, they pass around 9.5 years of age. That's like the average. She lasted 10 years and 2 months. So that's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. She knew she was loved. And that's the biggest thing, is she knew she was loved. And I'm personally thankful that she died where she did, because most cats will go and hide where they die. And then I wouldn't have found her for several days. And then, it wouldn't have been good. But she decided to lay on my side of the bed where I always sleep. And that's where she passed away. Yeah, she'll remain with us in spirit always. Finding her was very traumatic. And I haven't been back home since yesterday. I came back home yesterday and it was a lot different. Because you come home, you expect to see your cat, but your cat's not here anymore. You hear random sounds in your house and you think it's your cat scratching something, but then you realize it was just a random sound in your house. It's really hard. Yeah, I hope so. I hope I get to see her in the afterlife. So yeah, this was my most recent picture I took of her. That was about a month ago. Um, and you can tell she knew she was loved. And that's the most important thing, is she knew she was loved. And then here's another picture I took of her. Same day. Then we've got this picture that's still on my phone background where she's hiding amongst my stuffed animals because she thinks that's a good place to hide, even though I can find her. Yeah. I miss her. I miss her so much. And I know I sound really disconnected and numb. Yeah, I think so too. I think she knew her time was close. I just wish. And it's always easy to go back and be like, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that. I wish that I hadn't gone to the 4th of July so that when she died, she did not die alone. Because this cat was very, very much needy. She was very sweet, always wanted me with her. Anytime she saw me, she would come lay on my bed with me, curl up with me, jump on my chest. Just anytime she saw me, she always wanted me. And the fact that I wasn't there when she died makes me really, really sad. And I know that I don't seem, well, I'm very upset, but I know I'm not crying. Um, because with grief, sometimes you cry and sometimes you don't. I did all my crying on the way back to my parents' house with her body in the back seat. Um, and then we buried her in my parents' backyard. And that was when I did all my crying. Yep, my cat Luna died. She passed away. Um, and now I'm just kind of numb and I'm trying to get used to a house without a cat. Well, I mean, she passed away like last weekend, so the safe place was where I sleep. I know. Moves are gonna make me cry. I feel so bad that I wasn't there. I really do. Because I know that she loved me, and the fact that I found her laying on the side of the bed that I sleep on, that that shows me everything I needed to know. that she knew she was loved, she knew she was safe, and she wasn't going to let me not see her body. She was going to let me see her and find her because she knew I needed to. Um, but it was hard. It was really hard. It's still hard. I'm still tearing up a bit. I'm more numb than anything, but I am still tearing up a bit. So that's her hiding in my stuffed animals. Hey Claire, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, Moose said something that was so true it made me almost cry. It is the truth. She knew where her safe place was. Her safe place was my bed. That's where her safe place was. And that's where she passed away, was on my bed. Um, and yeah, it's been hard. I know. I know it's okay to cry. I'm just trying not to because I did do a lot of crying the day it happened. I mean, when you walk in your house and you find your cat gone, it's it's very traumatic, and it was really hard for me to come back home yesterday. And I didn't sleep at all yesterday. I've not been sleeping good at all since she passed away. Um it's been a lot. I did have a dream about my rabbit Yurik last night, and I knew in that dream that Luna was close by because Yurik and Luna, they knew each other before Yurik died, my rabbit. Hi, Cool Breeze, thanks. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it. Um, Thank you for liking the live, Adrian. I appreciate it. Thank you for following. Um, I really appreciate it. This is kind of a sad live stream because it's about my fur baby that I've had for 10 years who passed away while I was gone with my parents celebrating the 4th of July. So, yeah, it's pretty sad. Then here she is just, chilling on my stuffed animals still. I still think this is the better picture of the two, and this is actually on my phone background. And I forgot it was on my phone background, and I saw it the day she passed while I was looking at my phone, and it just made me cry some more. But she's gonna be on my phone background forever. There's her little judgmental look. All the hearts for Luna, yes. Last year, your second dog passed away. That's hard. But I have trouble crying over actual people. I mean, I get it. I feel like I have a lot more trouble with pets than I do with people. But also, a lot of the people that have passed away, they didn't pass away suddenly. You know what I mean? With Luna, I never saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. Like, I kind of felt like it might be soon. Um, because she was kind of keeping her distance. And stuff, but I didn't expect it to be that soon, you know. Yeah, she is. She's like, what is my owner doing? My owner is so weird. And then this is her just laying on me. I'm just sitting in my chair smiling. She's just laying. This was her favorite place. Anytime I sat down, she wanted to lay on my chest. And I mean, you guys saw that in streams too, where she would want me to pick her up and just kind of hold her, and she would give me the little cat hug and everything. It was adorable. And then I've got some more pictures here. We've got this one where she's you can't really see her. This is more of a picture of me than her, but you can see that she is sitting on my lap, not moving. I was trying to get her to look at the camera, but she wouldn't look at the camera. That's right, I was her pet human. But as you can see, most of these pictures that were taken, she was on top of me. She always wanted to be with me. Yeah, it does make me sad. And it it makes sense that I was talking about it because I'm assuming I was kind of feeling like it was about to happen. Um because she was 10, and most female cats only live to be about 13. Um but I was hoping she would be one of the female cats that would live past 13, you know what I mean? But because she wasn't fixed, that also shortens their lifespan. Um so yeah, she ended up dying at 10 and 2 months. We do have that clip. We found that clip. I found the clip. Hello, Finn. Your dog might die soon. Aw. I'm so sorry, Finn. I hope that the vet will be able to find a way to fix that. That doesn't sound good. That sounds really bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Especially after I lost my pet, because losing my cat, it felt like the end of the world. Um then there's her just sitting on my bed staring up at me. Took a couple pictures of that. There's her getting a close up. She was sitting on my lap. Yeah, I'm really sad that my cat passed away. I did not expect it this soon. I'm doing better. I'm just it's still a shock. You know, it's still a shock to me that she's passed away. Um but there she was sitting in my lap again and wanting a close up. And I took a close up of her. I don't even know what room this is. Oh, this is my bedroom. So yeah, she's laying on me and I'm taking a picture of her. That's the face she has because she was laying on top of me and I put a camera in her face. It's okay. It's okay. I put a camera in her face while she was laying on top of me. And then she decided that she didn't want the camera in her face anymore and walked away. And then here we have her on my new Christmas bedspread that I got for Christmas a couple years ago. She's a little blurry. But she loved that Christmas bedspread. Here we have her curled up on my Pegasus angel blanket, or my Pegasus blanket, which this is actually the blanket this is not the picture of her dead, but this is actually the blanket she passed away on. It was the one on my bed. We had to clean it up because I think she had a heart failure or something because she was bleeding out of her nose, unfortunately. When I found her, and I looked it up, and apparently that is classic signs of a cat that has had heart failure or has died of old age. She was a sweet kitty. Hi, Erasmo. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry it's not an exciting stream. It's kind of sad, actually. I've been better. I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I don't have Luna around. And in that picture, I don't know. She was sitting on me and I just took a picture, I guess. Here she is curled up on the Pegasus blanket again. I did not take her to get an autopsy. I did not take her to get an autopsy. That's a personal choice. Because that's something that I'm making it. I'm making it. If I were to get her an autopsy, they would have had to, done a lot of little tests on her little body and possibly cut some of her body, and I chose not to get an autopsy. It was either old age or heart failure. That's the best that I can think of because she passed away peacefully. Like she looked like she was asleep. She looked like she was asleep when I got here and I was like, "Luna!" and then she didn't move. Hey Bart, welcome to the stream. Then there she is again, laying on top of me like she always does. She loved laying on top of me. Blood was coming out of his mouth. That could have been a heart failure thing too. I don't know. I just know that she had some blood coming out of her nose, and we didn't realize that it had soaked through my blanket and sheet and onto my mattress topper. But it didn't get on the mattress, thankfully. But it didn't look like that much. That's the thing. It didn't look like that much blood. Thank you for the hugs, Bart. Thank you. Here's a picture of her. She's actually one. Let me get it. One sec. This was her favorite toy. This right here was her favorite toy. And she's actually looking at it as it's going up in the air. And I managed to get a picture of it. I'm keeping this toy in memory of her. The rest of my cat stuff I'm throwing out. Well, not throwing out. I'm going to sell my cat toys at a garage sale that used to be hers. But other than that, I threw out her litter box. I threw out her bowls. Because I just couldn't have them in my house. But yeah, this was her favorite toy. And she's looking at this toy is what she's looking at. Thank you, Oddball. I appreciate it. Still got Luna hair on it. That's kind of sad. Then again, here's another picture of her curled up in the bed. Yeah, I'm managing. I did have a little bit of a tearful fit for a few minutes there, but I'm doing okay. Here she is, just being my baby. Acting like my baby. She's just like, I want mommy, and I'm gonna get mommy. And then this is one of my favorite pictures of her that I took. Of course, again, you can see my PJs, so she's laying on top of me. And then this is when this is at this house. She's laying on top of the skeleton blankets again, looking at me. And then, of course, we've got this picture, which I used for the thumbnail. We've got this picture of her, only she's a bit younger here. Not a lot younger, because it's still the house that I currently live in. But this is her as a kitten, the first day I ever got her. It has been rough. It's been very rough, and I will miss her deeply. It's been hard to sleep. It's been hard to do anything. It took a while. I've been forcing myself to eat a lot because I've been going through a lot of stuff where I just don't want to eat. But I've had to force myself to eat because I know that I need to eat. But it is part of the depression of losing somebody. Losing something that was so close to you. And then we've got her as a little kitten there. I think this is when we were litter box training her. And now this is when she's a bigger cat. But this is at my old apartment. I think she's sitting on my sister's lap there. That's my old PC. And then here she is with my yellow belt that I got when I was taking karate. I got all the way up to orange. And then I had to stop because of my arthritis. Yeah, she's got her collar on and everything. And then here's another picture of her as a kitten. You can tell just because her face is so much smaller. It's a little darker, it's hard to see. Um, but yeah, she's just sitting. Adorable cat. One of the best cats I've ever had. This was made by Mango Ninja, which I really appreciated. Um, Thank you, Mango Ninja. That picture meant a lot to me. It meant so much to me that even though I was trying to take a break and stay away from social media, I went ahead and thanked Mango Ninja for that. I gotten better, but I still stress eat a lot, so I can sort of see what you mean. Yeah. Mine is more my body shuts down. It doesn't want to eat, and I have to force it to eat. But yeah, Mango Ninja made this, and I love it. It's beautiful. I saved it on my phone, and it's definitely a good in memoriam. Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do. I needed something like that, and that was really helpful. Then we've got Luna clips. We do have this one that was on TikTok. Um, Actually, wait, I don't want to do that. Nope. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. We do have this one that is on TikTok that I think Oddball keeps talking about. The one where she is singing "If You're Happy and You Know It." So here we go. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it, say meow. That's not a very good meow, but it works. That's the clip of her singing "Happy and You Know It" um, with me. Where is my? I need to get out of this. I need this. No, what? Okay, I need out of this. There we go. Because I am still dealing with my own stuff, but I decided to. I appreciate it. I mean, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's definitely not a happy stream, but I felt like it was a stream that needed to happen before we got back into gaming again. Um, you know, because it's important. It's important to me, and I know that moving on is hard, and I want to give everybody a chance. Oh, I'll read that later. Okay. I want to give everybody a chance. Got the Luna Cam here. One of the ones that Moose found for me. As you can see, she always wanted to be by me. Always. And as a way to keep her memory alive, she got some of her fur clipped and put in a little capsule. See, I should have done that, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find out the prices of those stuffed animals. You can get stuffed animals that they make look exactly like your pet in memory of your pet. We did have a good stream. It was a blast. I was a little weird, but it was a blast. People, I was super weird. Let's just put it at that. Luna, do you think you could sing a song one more time? Okay. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. Come on, Luna. You did it earlier. That's my Kit Kat. There you go. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. Of course, you can't see Luna in this one. You know it, and your meows will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. That's right. You want to do it one more time? No, call it a mood. Do it one more time. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it, say meow. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful that I got so many Lunacam clips. I'm very thankful for that. I know there's tons out there. Yeah, I know the desktop's audio is pretty low. There's not much I can do. Let me change it real fast and we'll do it again. This might be too loud, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, we did have a good stream. It was a blast. I was a little weird, but it was a blast. People, I was super weird. Let's just put it at that. Luna, do you think you can sing the song one more time? Okay, if you're happy and you know it, say meow. Come on, Luna, you did it earlier. That's my kitty cat. There you go. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, and your meows will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. That's right. You want to do it one more time? No, call it a move. Do it one more time. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, say meow. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it, say meow. That's not a very good meow, but it works.
But I am thankful that I've had so many Lunacams. I haven't scrubbed through all of my streams, but there's always going to be that Lunacam, on pretty much every single stream because she always interrupted the streams. She always wanted some attention during the streams. Here's the one.
I would have ran into a tree if Lucy didn't grab me in time.
That is the best clip.
Why did a tree just appear out of nowhere? What the heck? Yeah, it's Luna time. Thanks, Lucian. Hey, stop it. You're loud. Well, if you want mom time, come on. Come on. You can sit here. My goodness. Such a baby.
Such a needy baby.
I would have ran into a tree if Lucy didn't.
So we have a lot of Lunacams clips that I did not get. You know, but yeah, it's been rough. I just felt like we needed to do a little bit of a memorial before getting back into regular live streams because Luna was such a big part of the channel. She was like the channel mascot, you know what I mean? And so I felt like Moose is on a trip, so I'm sending love from both me and him. I saw it, thank you. Moose came in and said hi. Yes. If you're happy and you know it was definitely something that she did a lot. I would do that a lot with her. There was also the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star that I did with her before. But you'd have to look through a bunch of streams to find everything because pretty much every stream I did had a Lunacam moment. Thanks, Craft Room. I really appreciate it. We were just showing pictures and talking about Luna and telling stories about Luna and things like that. The stream was not meant to be long. It was meant to be a kind of a memorial service to Luna. Yeah, it leads to happiness. Yeah. But yeah, the entire memorial it was an entire memorial service for Luna, basically. She is buried in my parents' backyard. I can go and see her anytime right now. We put a seed that we found from one of the flowers that we put on her grave spot. We put it in the ground to see if it'll grow into one of those trees. There's a tree that my parents have in their backyard that every June grows the prettiest flowers. And so I put the seed in the ground and we're hoping that something will come of it. I'm trying not to feel bad about feeling bad, but it is different. Like, just now I just propped my feet up and, for a minute forgot that Luna wasn't here. and was about to say, "Oh, Luna's not in my feet propping spot." And then I remembered it's one of those things where it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time because I did have her for 10 years and she lived with me, she slept with me. She even stole my food when she wanted to. Um, you know, she was she was a really good cat and she was a perfect emotional support animal. She knew exactly when I was having bad days and she would be there in a minute. Anytime I was having a panic attack, she would come and lay on top of me, which has helped the panic attack kind of calm down. Um, and there's just so many stories I could share, but the biggest thing is I wanted to give everybody in the community something to watch that they can watch and kind of, get used to the fact that Luna's not going to be in streams for a while. Well, I say for a while. I can't say for a while. Again, my brain still isn't grasping everything. Luna's not going to be in streams ever again, unfortunately. I hate saying ever again. That makes it so final. Um, and so all we have left are the memories. And that's why I compiled a bunch of memories in the Discord channel that I put up in memory of Queen Luna. I'll leave that up for you guys. Again, I hear scratching and I think it's Luna, but it's just some kind of animal outside. Um, I'll leave that up for you guys. You guys can do what you want with it. If you guys happen to find more Luna Cam moments, put them on there. That in memory of Luna thing is going to be there for a while. Because like I said, I'm still not 100% grasping that she's not here anymore. Because it was so sudden. Like it was. And the one thing I wish is I wish I hadn't have gone to that 4th of July thing. Thank you, Jamie. I really appreciate it. I want to thank you all for your condolences and everything. I saw them on my YouTube post and I saw a bunch of them in the Discord, and I'm sorry if I didn't answer back. Yeah, if you can. I mean, it's going to be hard. There's a lot of streams to scrub through, but if you can remember what stream it was that you had a favorite Lunacam moment, definitely clip it and put it in that channel, because that channel is going to be up now. Probably about a year, maybe a little bit more. Maybe it will never go away. Maybe I'll keep it forever. I don't know. Because right now where I'm at, I'm not exactly over it, I'm still kind of in shock. I mean, it took me a week just to be able to stream this memorial video. So that tells you how bad it was for me and how traumatic it was for me to find my cat dead. But the fact that she died on my bed and looked like she was just sleeping, I think that's a good thing. I think that she probably passed away peacefully in her sleep. And I think that means the most to me, is just knowing she peacefully died in her sleep. The thing I hate is that I wasn't here when it happened. Because me and her, we were joined together. We were bonded really well. And the fact that I wasn't here for her last days makes me really feel sad. Hello, SM Toxic. Is this a bad time? I mean, I just had my cat pass away. Thank you, Gathan. I appreciate it. Thank you, Hot Fire Rose. Yeah, I had my cat passed away. Luna passed away last weekend. They did have a whole life of safety and love. it might have been more traumatic for me to see her go, but at the same time, I worry that she was traumatized by the fact that I wasn't here because she had some anxiety issues. And I knew that because every time I came back home, as soon as I get home, she would meow at me and meow at me and meow at me and want to be right by me every second of the day, you know. Your mom's dog, London, might pass away soon because she's not. Ooh, that's not good, Jamie. It has been. How have you been, Toxic? You lost your fox friend to Kiki. Aw. Thank you, Kuro, for liking the live. Yeah, Luna. Finding Luna when I did made it really, really traumatic because I wanted to be there for her last days. Because, like I said, me and her were joined together. We were so bonded. I don't even know how to explain our bond, except that the most I can say is. The most I can say is I feel empty without her. I think she did too. It's just, it makes me sad that I couldn't be here for her, you know? I know most cats prefer to die alone. Um, but even knowing that, it's still hard not to blame myself for going to that 4th of July party. If I hadn't gone to that 4th of July party, there might have been something I could have seen and got her to the vet in time to keep her alive a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Um, when I got home on Sunday and called her name and she didn't respond, and then I went up to pet her and felt her and knew what had happened. Your dog Bella passed away. Aw. Um, as soon as I knew what had happened, because my parents had dropped me off at my house and I was just unloading my stuff to come back home. I had been anxious to see Luna all weekend. All weekend long, I was talking about how I wanted to go back home and see Luna. And then when I got home, I saw Luna, but she was gone. Yeah, you can do that if you want. That's fine with me, Oddball. If you want to do that, if you want to scrub through some of the streams and try to find more Luna clips, you can do that as well. Like, anybody that wants to do that stuff, if that's going to help you feel better, then do it. She had my smell. That's a good thing to know. I didn't think about that. Thanks, Freddie. I didn't think about that because I felt like even though my smell was there, I wasn't there, so she didn't get to curl up with me and pass away peacefully. Um, but yeah, when I got home, she hadn't touched any of her food. I had filled her bowl up full. Her bowl was still full. The water was still full. She hadn't touched any of that. Um, I don't know when she passed away. My mom and I think it was either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. That's what we think. Um, and that's just because you could kind of smell she didn't smell bad, but you could kind of smell like the poop that was still inside her body. You could kind of smell that. Um, so it had been about a day, more than likely. Um, I just hope that I made her last days as comfortable as I could, even though I wasn't here for her 3 last days. She will always be remembered. She will. She was a great cat, and I will never forget her. And like some people, they get, ashes of their pets, but I didn't want to do that. because the way I found her looked like she had just been sleeping, like she had peacefully passed away. That was the way I found her. And we put her in the box that way and we buried her that way. So she just looked like she was asleep. Yeah, there was no poop on the blanket. The only thing we had was there was blood that came out of her nose. There was a little bit of blood that came out of her nose that leaked through my blanket and my sheet and my mattress cover. That was it. There was no poop. There was nothing like that that came out of her. Yeah, I can't get her paw print or nose clay though. She has been officially buried. Um I am going to be trying to find, there is a place I know of that makes little stuffed animals of the cats you've lost. Um I'm going to be looking into how much that cost and what kind of pictures they're going to need to make it look almost exactly like her. Um, and that's probably going to be something I'll do. She will always be remembered as Queen Luna. The Queen Luna tier on my Ko-Fi page, though, I don't know what I should call it now. That's something I haven't thought about. Now that Queen Luna's not here anymore, what do I call the Queen Luna tier? You know? And see, that's what I want to do. Is I want to get a stuffed animal that looks almost exactly like her. I mean, it's not going to look perfectly like her because even with all the pictures I have, they're not going to be able to get all the finer details of her fur. But even if it's just her face. No, Angel Luna's not insensitive. She got a paw print. That's nice. Don't remember what you did for Boo Kitty. Angel Luna tier. No, I think that would be a good one. Think he's still on your Wii? Yeah. I yeah, I want to try to get one of those real looking pet stuffed animals, but I have to see how much it costs. See you later, oddball. Have a good night. You still think Queen Luna is perfect for the tier? Then we'll keep it. It's just one of those things. It's hard. It's really hard for me. Um, because yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, she will always be in my heart, my memories. And hopefully soon I'll be able to sleep without her and not feel so empty inside about it. Um, but yeah, we will be getting back into streaming on Monday. And we'll start with Mario Kart World as promised. Not the best. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They didn't. I would have to find the right one. I would have to find the right one. If anybody knows of the best one to do to get a stuffed animal of your pet, let me know. Yeah, I don't know. I think keeping it as Queen Luna is something that a lot of people want. It's just it is hard because she's not here anymore. I've got a picture of her hanging up on my wall, on my fridge, from the veterinarian, the certificate of vaccination. See you later, Freddie. Yeah, I would like to know where she went to go through to get that done. I would want a full stuffed animal because And I'm going to say this, guys, I'm not moved on. I've not moved on yet at all. But I have been blessed. All right. See you later, Jamie. Have fun at those fireworks. Yeah. Yeah, I think it will. The Queen in her palace and the live streams. Yep. So I have been blessed, guys. Um, and again, I'm saying this because I can and because I know for a fact that it's going to be a while before it happens. But one of my coworkers at work has a cat that is pregnant with kittens right now. And it takes about 2 or 3 months before they let the kittens leave their parents. Um, so by then I should be, a little bit more used to not having Luna around. And they're not going to, no cats are going to replace Luna. But I am planning on getting 2 kittens from this mama cat. And this time I'm going to get them fixed because I don't want them to die as early as Luna did. Yeah, no. I'm not trying to rush it. It's just that it was so lucky that one of my coworkers told me that her cat was having kittens right after I found out that my well, technically it's 6 weeks, so I would say 2 months, but the mom hasn't had the kittens yet. We don't know when the mom's gonna have the kittens. She's getting pretty big, but she hasn't had the kittens yet. So that'll give me about 2 months to kind of get used to not having cats in the house and things like that. Yes, a new adventure and experience. And this time you guys will get to watch them grow with me, which will be really cool. But at the same time, like they're definitely not a replacement and I'm definitely not moved on. I haven't moved on. Um I'll eventually hopefully move on. It'll be just like it's going to be just like the losing a loved one. There are still times when I think about my grandmother, and start getting sad because she's not here anymore. Same with my grandpa, same with anybody I've lost. I've lost so many people in my life. Um, I'm not sure. They did not say how long she's been pregnant. They just said she's been getting pretty big. So, um, they don't know when she got pregnant. They don't know what cat got her pregnant. She ended up slipping out one day when she was in heat and ended up getting pregnant. But then also, like I said, I'm gonna, once I can, I think with female cats, you have to wait a little bit longer than male cats to get them spayed and neutered. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I still feel sad about the death of my cat Muffin, who died whenever I was 25. Yeah, another 2 or 3 weeks. So, see, that right there gives me like 3 months. 3 months before those kittens are at a point where I can bring them home. And it'll be it'll be worth it because not having a cat curling up with me every night to sleep with me has been very hard. Um we all loved Luna here. I think by the end of September that's a good time for them to be ready for their new forever home. And hopefully it'll be closer to October because I personally want to go to October Comic Con and or a Comic Con in St. Louis in October. I've already paid for the tickets and everything. Um, and I don't know if I want kittens at my house when I'm not home, especially after what happened with Luna when I wasn't home and she passed away. Um, yeah, no, you're good. But no, I'm very much, I'll be okay, but I am very much upset and sad about what has happened. Um, I felt like it was important we did like an hour-long stream talking about Luna, talking about the possibility of me getting new kittens eventually. It's October 12th through the 12, 13 through the 14th. I think it's when is it? I can tell you in a minute. Um, where's my calendar? It's October 12th, I think. I can't find it right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's October 12th. I'm actually wearing my old Emerald City Comic Con shirt right now. Oh, cool, Mango Ninja. Um, but my mom has suggested, and I agree with her, that I should take off the first 3 days of work to stay here with the kittens when I get them. And I agree with her on that because they say it takes 3 days for a cat to get used to you, 3 weeks for a cat to get used to the environment, and then something else, 3 months for something else. Um, yeah, I could do that. I am a tattoo person, actually. I have 2 tattoos. I have a angel on my lower back, and I've got a shooting star on my leg. I don't show them off. They're where I can hide them so that if I ever work a job that's like you can't have tattoos, I can hide them easily. Um and that might be something I can consider. That might actually be better than the than the cat picture or the cat stuffed animal. You still want the Mirror's Edge logo as a shoulder tattoo? That'd be nice. I want to get a Pegasus as a shoulder tattoo. Like this area right here. I want to get a Pegasus. Now that's going to hurt because that's a lot of bone and muscles. But that's where I want to get the Pegasus at. And then I'm wanting to get a Dragonite on my wrist. A little Toby and Cat tattoo would be so cute. Yes, it would. Toes hurt though. I hear that your foot and toes hurt really bad when it comes to tattoos. But after getting the one on my back and them having to go down the spinal cord, I don't think anything can hurt as bad as that. I felt like somebody was stabbing a knife into my skin. You want to get a butterfly tramp stamp with juicy under it? Oh God, Moose. There are the fire truck sirens for the 4th going by your house. Yeah. I work tonight. I'm working overtime tonight, so I get like, oh, Luna's Tobies. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm getting 2 hours of double time, and then the rest of it's just going to be time and a half. Unfortunately, no one let me work yesterday where I could have gotten 7 hours of double time. But everybody knows that you get double time on holidays, so everybody grabs those up quick. Yep, I will. Yeah, they would. I don't know. I think probably the most painful tattoo I've had was probably the one on my lower back. And it wasn't just the wings of the angel where they were like going on my spinal cord with the wings, but the roses right by my ribs felt like they were burning me with fire. Um it does give me paid time off, and I might do that, but I also have to be aware that depending on when I get the new kittens, um, I have the October con coming up, and I'm already taking off 5 days of work for that. Well, not really 5 days of work. See, 2 to 3 days of work for that. So I have to make sure I have it. Yeah, animals are. It was hard. It was very hard. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Keep it an in memory stream for Luna. And I will be back on Monday. And we will be playing Mario Kart World. That's what we'll be playing. So look forward to that. Give your pets extra loves tonight, guys. Just please, please, please give your pets extra loves, because I wish I could have given Luna extra loves before she passed away, like the day before she passed away or whatever. But yeah, I will be live again on Monday, 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time with Mario Kart World. I'm going to sit back and play Hogwarts Legacy, which is what I've been doing a lot of lately, to kind of keep my mind off things, because my house just, I feel empty. My house feels empty. Life feels empty. You know, just a lot of things feel empty right now because I don't have my cat anymore. Especially since she was an emotional support animal. But yeah, we're going to end it here for now, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for the support, the condolences, and everything. Again, I'm sorry I didn't answer back to any of them, but I'm at a point where I cannot answer back to the condolences and stuff as much as I wish I could. I can't. So those comments are going to remain unresponded to. I hope nobody minds that. But yeah, we're going to end it here for now. Much love, everybody. Mwah! Go out there, go spread some love and positivity today, because you never know who needs it. And I hope to see you guys on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time when we actually play some Mario Kart World on the Switch 2. Thanks to you guys. And that's going to be hard. It's going to be the first actual gaming stream without Luna, so that's going to be hard. Thank you, Angel Cakes. I appreciate it. And I know it will get better. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to hang out and play some Hogwarts Legacy on my Switch 2. Thank you for coming around, guys. Take care of yourselves. Give your animals extra pets tonight. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye, everyone.